My name is Nally Lee. I am the Senior Director of Design and Development of Rite. The first technology that we have is called soft motion. And this is our bread and butter. It's one of the technologies that's most knocked off, most replicated, but it's never the true form of the technology. And the basis of it is that, we know that children develop the best when they're walking barefoot. Unfortunately, like in places like New York City, that's not the reality. So they need foot covering. One of the things that we work really hard on is to make sure that the foot is as low to the ground as possible. If you feel around in your shoes, you should be able to feel the ground. You should be able to feel how thin that rubber is. And the whole basis of that is so that they get the response from the ground and they could feel the ground below them. That's how they learn how to walk best. With my son, as he was learning how to walk, I saw a huge difference from when he was walking barefoot to when we started putting shoes on him. He would stomp around. It felt very awkward and unnatural. And, soft motion does just that. It's a very natural gait. It's very low to the ground. You could feel the ground. It's very flexible. Like you should be able to do this with your child's shoes, especially when they're learning first. You don't want to put them on platforms or something that's a little bit higher. I feel like women know this best. It's like walking on wedges or high heels versus a flat. So that's our basis of our soft motion technology. I think as soon as they start standing up and they start taking their first steps. I think it's best to put babies and kids in barefoot until they get a sense of their footing, until they kind of understand, this is the ground, this is my feet, and get that idea of that proprioception. And once they start taking their first steps, I think is when you need to start looking for shoes. One of the things that we focus a lot in soft motion is the seamless lining. We want to try to make it as comfortable as possible for the child. So we stitch and turn all the seams to make sure that it's almost as if they're wearing a sock. We always make sure that the shoes open up super wide so that it's easy to get the foot on. We have a lot of alternative closures and straps just so that the shoes stay secure on the feet. And then just making sure that the foot is always low to the ground, gaining as much sensory experience as the child can get as they're learning how to walk. Soft motion in 10 words. Best for first walkers, low to the ground. 3 to 6, mediums, wides, and in select styles, extra wides. So soft motion would be the technology that's best for first walkers. And then moving on to more independent walkers, this would be our technology called SRT.